Welcome to Nerds of the Northland, episode 28, starring Jacob LeRoux, CosmoRetro, and Mosier89 with Joe Mosier. We are going to talk about the worst games from 10 series that we chose.
Yeah, 10 of our favorite series. We've taken games that not necessarily bad games, although some of them are objectively terrible. Some of them are just not our favorite in the series. They're still all right games, but the rest of the series is much better. And I've committed to something, and I don't know how long it's going to be before I regret it. But besides that, we'll keep moving.
All right. Well, we're no in particular order. We're not going to go 1 by 10 by worst. We're just going to say each series. Like, I guess it's obvious, but so for the first one we're going to talk about is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah.
Chronicles, the cube.
And I figured we should start with Final Fantasy because I'm such a junkie. I love most of the entries in this series, but the original Crystal Chronicle on the GameCube was just a completely different experience from any mainline Final Fantasy. It was like the only real Final Fantasy we got on the GameCube, and
we're excited about it, and just, of course, it came out to be something different, so...
Like, ooh, I can paint a Moogle, and then you're like, ooh, I'm button mashing monsters for 12 hours.
I did enjoy it for one run with my buddy, but initially, when you think about, like, what's the worst Final Fantasy game, that one comes up top to me.
Yeah, and when I complain, a lot of people tell me I missed out on the multiplayer component of the game, which, if there's a multiplayer component of a game, assume I didn't play it. If the game is only multiplayer, assume I don't play it. We'll just go with that. I'm not a multiplayer guy, so maybe the multiplayer made it better. But as a single player experience, it was terrible.
It did, but it's still, when you think about Final Fantasy, it's still on the bottom for me, even with that. So, but it was fun when I did it one time.
Yeah. So, like I said, not necessarily a terrible game, but our least favorite in the series.
Yeah, just so you know, these are maybe fair to good games, probably in nature, but you know.
And ironically, saying that, we'll move on to the CDI title, which this is the
best game of all time.
Universally, absolutely just trash. It's called Link: The Phases of Evil. It came out.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I'll grab my stuff.
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
How about a kiss? For luck.
You've got to be kidding.
Of Evil. It came out on the Philips CDI, which, doing research for this, I found out games cost $60 back then. But I didn't think about inflation, so that means games cost about $180 for this system, and they are laughably terrible.
And because you're seeing the clip, you're going to understand why.
Yeah, and we also thought about including the Mario titles on this, but I thought we couldn't really push the CDI too much, because obviously it's terrible. Everything that was ever released in the CDI was terrible. That's why most people don't even know what the Philips CDI is.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have Philips to thank for PlayStation, so... a toss-up, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. I was going to say thanks, Philip, but Philips Company. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, next we'll talk about Metroid, my favorite game is Super Metroid, and it's actually hard, to be honest, to think about a bad Metroid game because almost all of them are very good, but there is one that most people do think of, and I thought of when he told me again. It reminded me about Metroid Prime Hunters. Hunters.
Yeah, and this was I don't know if it was either a very early or a launch title for the DS, trying to show that they could. It showcased the ability to play 3D games, but controlling a first-person shooter with one analog stick is ridiculous. And someone did make like a peripheral second analog stick that you could stick on. It would stick on the other side of the 3DS. I don't know how many of you remember the original design of the 3DS. It was already blocky and not very comfortable to hold. And then you add another analog stick off-center to the right of the screen. Just not worth it. Didn't work. And with one analog stick, it just felt awkward and it was really hard to aim and slow and choppy. And I don't know. I feel like it was more of a tech demo than an actual attempt at a good game.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had a little bit of fun, but I just remember it being very blocky, like you said, and small screen, and like an early version of the game it was supposed to be. I guess exactly what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know, until the Switch, I don't think there was a really great new Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid Prime knocked it all apart in 2002. But next we'll talk about Mario.
Yeah, and this one's tough because I mean this is most Nintendo flagships products you can count on, and Mario is one you can 99.999% of the time count on, except for CDI, but we're gonna leave Philips alone.
The official Nintendo seal.
Yes.
But this one, did it? Actually, maybe it did. I think it did have the seal. It shouldn't have.
And ironically, the worst Mario game is the one without fucking Mario in it. It's called Mario is Missing.
Yep.
Missing.
Yep.
And it was like a educational, like linear. I don't understand. I don't even know what it was.
It wasn't even fun, but it was meant to be educational. We get that, but they still should have made it more fun. Like, if I would have made it, as being a game designer, I would have made it so when you're learning things, you would jump on blocks while you're learning, not just walk and then read a bunch of stuff. And
yeah. And it had like towns set up like Legend of Zelda 2, where it's like a flat town in the background. And you ride up to the doors to talk to people. Like, what is this? And the fact it was on Super Nintendo, made by Nintendo. I was like, what are you doing?
And with Mario, like I said before, previously, you jump on platforms like Mario does.
Yeah.
Something. More enemies. Something.
I mean, what is Mario without platforming? He's just a fat plumber.
What about the new movie? There's so many things in the new movie that's actually in Mario games. They should have included that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ba-bomb, spiky, yeah.
Obviously, they learned because that wasn't the end of Mario. So.
Yep. But for a weird mainline title, it's the worst Mario game.
Just terrible.
Next, we'll go to Resident Evil.
And this, I had to think about it, but then I remembered that they made a friggin' rail shooter on the Wii that you had to use the Wiimote to aim with, called Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles.
Welcome to the Umbrella Chronicles. Accessing file number 249811149RC.
I think there was another Wii title of Resident Evil I never even played, but it was universally terribly reviewed. Like, I don't know, those motion controls and aiming was not good. Like, it worked great with, like, tennis, where you had a big surface area to hit, or golf, where you had a specific thing, but those motion controls weren't good for fine aiming at all. It was terrible. Right. And it's a rail shooter Resident Evil. Why? It's not survival horror, that's a rail shooter. Damn it.
No, I actually didn't play this one, but I watched it enough, and I can tell this is probably one of the worst. Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, and like, it was such a slow frame rate, and the motion controls just weren't there yet for fine aiming. Like, it was just you'd move a little bit and move the halfway across the screen, and it was laggy and it was choppy and just not a good experience.
Right.
That Wii just didn't have the ability to compete with anything.
I mean, the Wii was, had a lot of good things to it when it came to, like Wii Sports was pretty much good, and then fitness stuff. But yeah, games like that, they kind of failed.
Yeah. But, I mean, still one of the top-selling consoles of all time.
Yep, and the next game didn't really fail at all, but we still think it's one of the worst. It's Sonic, and it's Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah. Yeah, and this was their first attempt at a 3D Sonic, and I don't think they really pulled off a 3D Sonic until Sonic Adventure. I know they did another one on the Saturn, but I've never even been in the same room as a Sega Saturn. So.
I concur.
I concur.
He said it back. I concur!
But the problem with this game is the 3D was cool and the graphics were great, and it was a good idea, but they just didn't really have the controls down yet. You didn't have analog sticks. You had 4 directional buttons that didn't do diagonal very well, and it was really hard to aim and get the things you needed to get. You had to collect these flicky bird things and not let them get hit by other enemies and all these levels. And it was a cool concept. It just, maybe it was ahead of its time. Maybe they could take more time on it. I don't know. And as far as Sonic goes, this might be one of those that is a playable game, but as far as Sonic goes, it just doesn't stack up to any of them. I mean, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 1 and 2 are much better than this game.
Yep. Just seemed like another game they wanted to spit out.
Yeah, trying to show off 3D abilities, even though it was like faux 3D, and it was always at a weird 45-degree angle, and you couldn't move the camera. And
the momentum of Sonic, they're riding it, and that's what they made too. So
yeah, it was almost like their answer to Super Mario 64, but they failed.
Good. I've never thought about that.
Or maybe a Super Mario 64 came after.
It was around the time enough for me to think about it.
I mean, it was competition with 64 for sure. And Nintendo, obviously, Super Mario 64 is not even on the same planet as Sonic 3D Blast. But
we had to pick that for the worst. But yeah, next is a Fallout.
And this one was tough because I love
Fallout
experience
too.
I've had in Fallout.
Yes.
But it was an amazing single-player journey where you, by yourself, maybe with a companion, maybe with a town you built, but you explore the wasteland, you get stuff, you do quests.
Fallout 76.
Yeah, and then they added online.
Yeah.
We have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat, but it was built by you, the good people of America. So that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. And to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest.
Yep.
I think it took away everything that was Fallout. Fallout is you are the lone. Well, I guess Lone Survivor was the first one. It was Fallout 3, right? No, that was
Fallout 3.
Yeah, Fallout 3 is you're the Lone Survivor. That's the idea. You are on your own.
The career, yeah.
You're on your own, exploring the world, figuring out how things work, what people you want to take sides with. That's the whole point in Fallout. Then they're like, all right, you're going to take that. Now you need 7 friends to beat one boss. I'm out.
Ha!
Like, I don't.
Actually,
number 1, I don't have 7 friends. All right. Number 2, no.
Fallout 76, I haven't played either. So really, the bosses that are like that hard. Holy crap!
Endgame bosses, like you can play. There's a pretty cool campaign. That's why I say this game is all right, because the campaign was really fun until you get to the missile launch, and you can do all that by yourself. But then after that, there's these mega bosses where you launch the bombs. There's special enemies that come out of there that you cannot defeat by yourself. You need 6 or 7 friends, and these bosses sometimes take hours. Like it's like an MMO type boss, like World of Warcraft, but Fallout, and it's like, I don't want to have to wait. And you don't have to have 7 friends. It just has to be the 7 people on the server fighting at the same time. But it's like, I don't want to have to rely on other people. I'm the lone survivor. I am the lone survivor. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a game that I want to play right now. No.
Yeah, I mean, what you can do in single player by yourself is awesome. And if you turn off conflict mode or whatever, because you can have it set up where people can come steal your stuff and destroy your settlements. People are dicks, and that ruins the game. So I always kept that off.
I hate that.
And then you could just like stay away from other people. But there came to a point where you couldn't do the side quests anymore without other people.
Yeah.
And spending 50 hours playing the campaign, ignoring other people. I'm just not going to play this game anymore. Yeah. And I think, well, we didn't include it on the list because it's just more of the same. Same with Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
It took what I loved about Elder Scrolls and then forced me to do it with a bunch of other people that I didn't want to do it with. So don't go MMOs, all right? Massive single-player RPGs are where it's at. Stop trying to take it online.
Good honorable mention, too.
Microtransactions the shit out of everybody.
So Elder Scrolls and Fallout, yeah. Next is Castlevania with Castlevania 64, and I'll... talk about this one first because it was just seemed like a 3D experiment because of all the success from all the 2D Castlevanias. They're like, oh, okay, let's be one of the first one to put it in 3D world, but they took the pre-production to production and never like tested it or something.
Yeah, I guess the magical attacks were kind of cool. The whip was mad.
Yeah, we'll talk about the good stuff. Yeah, whip cool, and then playing in 3D in general is cool, but things are, how do you say, like, everything was slower than you would imagine on 3D World. Like, of course, it's not going to be the best. It's on Nintendo 64, but there's something about how slow it was I didn't like.
Well, and the worst, oh my god.
Like, wasn't there, like, when you did the blast, where it was like, slower than...
Oh, yeah, it was weird. And you had to, like,
weird.
You got to outrun it almost. And
yeah.
And I remember there's easy and normal mode. Now, most people never played in 3D Castlevania. They're going to play in easy mode. Just see what it's like. Maybe they'll go back and do another playthrough in normal mode. But now this game, and I'm not talking like a little bit, maybe an hour, maybe, a couple quests. This brings you halfway, 10, 15 quests. You have to do this stupid damn quest with glycerin where you have to, and if you jump, it explodes and you have to figure out how to get through the castle without jumping. Ugh. And then you get to a door and it says, you cannot continue on easy mode. Try again on normal. And you have to start the game over. Why? And I started the game over and finished it for some reason because I love punishment, I guess.
I concur.
Love it. Well, punch myself in the face.
I wish you would have said something else. I don't like punishment.
But I mean, 3D Castlevania, like Lords of Shadow, Lords of Darkness, whatever, for the PlayStation 2, they don't work. You need 2D RPG, Symphony of the Night, Portrait of Ruin, Aria of Sorrows.
All great ones.
Those are the style. That's the style.
Stick to that, Konami.
Metroidvania 3D can eat dog shit.
Poop
shit.
Next is Silent Hill.
And this is a series I have almost zero experience in, so I'll turn it over.
Well, basically, the first 4 Silent Hill games, if you talk to most fans of Silent Hill, they'll tell you 1, 2, and 3 are the best, or maybe including 4 a little bit is pretty good. But then when they got into PS3 and the HD world, they made Downpour and...
All right, Murphy.
Jesus, you scared the hell out of me. What the hell's going on? Where's Sewell? There's been a mistake. I'm a sequestered prisoner. You're not supposed to be here. Guards? Officer Sewell, hello?
Well, first they made Homecoming, and then they made Downpour. They're just both not what you would think. Something happened. The team, Silent, was Team Silent. There's a team that they're gone. Then the talent goes away. Then you get those games. I'm done.
So basically, it was a money grab, and they didn't have the right people working.
There were some good things about it, some good puzzles, but it was really glitchy, and a lot of time, like really glitchy to the point where sometimes monsters would go through the fence. You would go through. Yeah, it was like weird, and then I can't. It was awkward. It was awkward, like I'm being right now, but it was awkward. Yeah.
It was straight up Jacob.
But then Silent Hill 2 Remake and the newest one. Well, newest one is mixed. I have no idea. You can explain it. But Silent Hill 2 Remake, really good.
I think on launch the new one had a lot of problems, but now it's like Harold is amazing. But I think the launch had a bad launch.
Can I work for you, Konami? Thanks.
Konami
or Capcom or Nintendo. Can I work for anyone that watches this? That's in the company.
I'll let Hideo Kojima sit on my lap.
I will watch and then shake his hand. While shaking your hand. Or dick. No, gross. I was kidding. That's gross. Family, friends, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Next is Mega Man.
This is the insanity in the world.
Mega Man X7. This is their comedy. Yes.
And this is the game that killed Mega Man X, I feel like. Because we got Mega Man X8, which was epic. But then they just stopped developing Mega Man X games.
I guess you've heard of Red Alert.
Man X games. And I hear the new Mega Man Drive, the new Mega Man that's coming is supposed to be great, but it's the original Mega Man. I don't know. I like the X style better. It's just yeah. Give us Mega Man X9. Hire him to make Mega Man X9.
Oh my god, level design.
And hey, idea. Instead of 8 levels of 8 bosses, let's do 100. Let's do.
I'll do that for you.
25 bosses.
If you pay me, I'll do that for you. You gotta pay me, but I'll do it.
We can have more than 8 stages. Come on.
I'll do 100 stages.
We can do 50 stages and then release DLC
with
more stages.
Dude, how smart is he? Just please take his ideas. They're actually smart, and for the game design world, he should be in it to help us be advertisements. Anyway.
Aha! You know, we keep forgetting to do this. We were going to be doing this earlier in the video, but we would love for you, if you made it this far, to like and subscribe.
Yeah, please like and subscribe if you like any part of what we do, and go to if you like. I have a game out. It's 66% off right now for this week, but then it's $10 normally. But Steam Daisy, my first game on Steam.
Yes, and I'll put the credits above his head. He's got twitch.tv/CosmoRetro and CosmoRetro Studios on Steam, releasing games, working on games now. There'll be more.
And I'm on Twitch.
Yes, twitch.tv/CosmoRetro.
Thank you. And for him,
twitch.tv/JMosher89. They got me. Crimson Desert sucked me in. I think I'm getting close to it. I might actually do like a comprehensive 100-hour play video because I am stuck. I mean, I'm at like 80 hours now. I can't stop. I'm at 80 hours. I haven't even left the first part. I mean, I'm just starting to branch out of the first region of the world.
Perhaps make I played this for 100 hours. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I honestly, since I've been thinking about doing a review, I'm looking for a negative that I can't find. So if somebody has a negative, you should let me know. Maybe I'll look into it. But
it takes too long to get to some point. No.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I like the slow progression. It's nice. You can like screw around before the story moves on, and sometimes when the story moves on,
expert.
And sometimes when the story moves on, certain events that you can do go away because the story's moved on. So
I'm saying he's an RPG expert. So when he says all this stuff about your game, Crimson Desert, it means it's amazing.
Yeah, don't expect a quick playthrough.
That's I got him as a game tester. My game's gonna be really good because he's a game tester. That's really good. That's not egotistical. I hope it's good. Anyway,
will be amazing. We appreciate all of you.
Appreciate all your
support. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Have a good week, everyone, and God bless. I said it.